All right, well, we have an update for Lori Vallow. Just to give you a bit of a recap, I'll go back and I'll go a little bit further back than most of the articles, current articles are going to go right now. Lori Vallow had an estranged husband. Her estranged husband was killed, shot and killed by her brother. Then her brother died under mysterious circumstances. Then her children went missing, and 6 weeks later she married her doomsday, end of the world prophesier husband Daybell. Then she was ordered to produce her children in court because, well, nobody had seen him since September, and this was late December. She failed to produce the children, and finally she was arrested in Hawaii. So her children have been missing since September. So, quite a long time, if you can imagine, for some young children. I don't know. It does not look good, but judge refuses to reduce $5 million bail for Lori Vallow, Idaho mom of missing children. A Hawaii judge refused Wednesday to reduce the $5 million bail set for Idaho mother of two children missing since September. Lori Vallow, 46, was arrested last week and is facing 2 counts of desertion and non-support of dependent children. She waived extradition to Idaho during Wednesday's court appearance. Police have said Vallow failed to comply with a court order to produce her children to authorities by January 30th. She originally said that they were with a family member. That was later on found to be an absolute lie. Her children, Tylee Ryan, 17, and Joshua Vallow, 7, were last seen in September, and Rexburg, Idaho police have said Vallow and her husband, Chad Daybell, were not cooperating. The only possible thing that might bring hope is the fact that Tylee is 17, and perhaps he grabbed little Joshua with him and are at a friend's house, and they will later be found to say, hey, I was worried and we went to a friend's house. But the likelihood of that is low. Vallow's defense attorney, Greg DaCosta, argued that Vallow had moved to Hawaii, where her husband lives, in a move planned before Idaho authorities filed charges. He also said that she is not a flight risk and that the $5 million bail is excessive for someone charged with a Class B felony. Her children are missing. 6 weeks after her children are missing, they went to Hawaii. I don't care as a parent if I had plans to go to the moon and I had dumped life savings into it, and me and my family, my fictitious family are going to the moon somewhere, okay, and the children go missing. Guess what? I ain't going to the moon. I'm staying. I am not. I mean, that to me does not fit the normal thing that a parent would do. If your kid's missing and you're like, well, we had plans to move to Hawaii before the charges were filed, and the kids are missing over here in, the 48, but we're going to go over to Hawaii. Okay, no, that doesn't sound right. And a Class B felony. Okay, a Class B felony, but still, I have a feeling, and I believe so does law enforcement, that there's going to be more to this. She is not hiding from law enforcement, DaCosta said, adding that Vallow had been under surveillance for weeks before her arrest, and that she did not leave Hawaii or attempt to. However, a prosecutor said Vallow has a history of defying court orders, has lived in several states in recent years, and is a flight risk. That right there, having a history of defying court order, I would think would be enough to be like, yeah, obviously you want to reprimand her to the court. It wasn't immediately clear when exactly Vallow will be taken back to Idaho. Kauai's police arrested Vallow on a warrant out of Madison County, Idaho, which is where Rexburg is. DaCosta said Vallow will defend herself against what he called false allegations in Idaho. Okay, so then where are her children? I mean, it's as simple as that. Where are they? Where are they? Why won't she just simply say things like, well, the oldest ran away and took the youngest with him? If that's the case, simply say it. Why defy the court orders? Why go around it? Why? I mean, she's got to know something. Vallow, appearing in court in an orange prison uniform, did not speak at length during Wednesday's hearing, but she gave one-word answers to the judge's questions about whether she understood that she was giving up her right to an extradition hearing, which had been set for next Monday. Vallow was identified in court using the last name Daybell, which is the name of her end-of-the-world prophesying husband. The investigation into the kids' disappearance, it started in November. The kids were missing in September, but the investigation started in November. When the cops tried to do a welfare check on the youngest, who is 7, he is adopted and he has special needs. So that would put him under the category of endangered, I believe. Which I thought when a child was put under the category of endangered, it opened up more resources for them to be like, hey, yeah, we don't need to wait this long for this. We can, but okay. Vallow and Daybell said Joshua was staying with a family friend in Arizona, but investigators later learned that was a lie. Rexburg police said. A witness also told police that Vallow had falsely said Tylee was dead. Okay. Rexburg police have said they have learned that Vallow knows either where Joshua and Tylee are or what happened to them. I don't understand that whole... A witness told police that Vallow had falsely said Tylee was dead. Falsely said. When did she say that Tylee was dead? And how do you know that it's falsely if the kid is missing? That statement sounds a little out of place and weird to me. What? Rexburg police have said they've learned that Vallow knows either where Joshua and Tylee are or what happened to them. What do you mean you have learned? Okay, police. What do you mean you have learned what she knows? Of course I've learned that if you go outside when it's raining, you might get wet. I have learned that when you eat food, it goes in your stomach. You have learned that Vallow knows what... Okay. Joshua, Vallow's adopted son, was last seen alive September 23rd, according to a probable cause affidavit filed against Vallow last week. Tylee, her daughter, has not been seen or heard from since September 8th. That does not bode well at all, that the oldest went missing first and then the youngest went missing. In early December, after police in Idaho began investigating the children's disappearance, Vallow and Daybell flew to Hawaii without any children. Now, parents out there, leave me a comment down below. Seriously, leave me a comment down below. Were this your child or children going missing, would you go on a trip whether it was pre-planned or not? Wouldn't you drop everything for your kids? I don't care, pre-planned or not. I would stop. I would look. I would be, no, they're your children. Anyways, I wanted to bring you this update. I will try to bring updates as they come about on this story. And, yeah. Where are the children? I love you guys. Stay informed. I'll see you in the next one.